Hello, everybody, and welcome to youth ministry in the local church. My name is Josh. I'm going to be the professor for this summer course, and looking forward to getting to know you and a little bit better over these next 8 weeks and be able to learn from each other as we try to reach more students for Jesus Christ in the days to come. Well, I wanted to do this introduction video, and first of all, I wanted to say just a little bit about me. I think that'll help us kind of set some framework going forward. And so to let you know, many of you I might not have ever met before, and so I wanted to give you an opportunity just to kind of get to know me a little bit through this quick introductory video. Like I said, my name is Josh. I grew up in North Carolina. And as you probably will hear me reference throughout this, I'm a big Duke Blue Devils basketball fan. And basically, if you put that on any test, you might get some extra credit. Just kidding. But, well, seriously. So, but no, I grew up in North Carolina. I was blessed to be in a Christian home. So my parents have kind of drugged me to church from day one. So I've heard the name of Jesus. I was under the sound preaching of the gospel from a very, very young age, literally since birth. And so I accepted Jesus at a young age. And for my childhood, I pretty much stayed out of trouble for the most part. Doubted my salvation throughout my teenage years. Finally got that settled when I was in high school. And then when I was a senior, I was at camp. At a youth camp, and I was called to preach. I felt a calling of God on my life to go out and really just teach students. That's where He burdened me for. And so I went to Trinity Baptist College, got my undergrad degree in 4 years. And during those 4 years, I served as a small group leader at Trinity at the student ministry there, and then also in the summers I'd go back to my home church in North Carolina and work as a youth intern. When I graduated in 2007 from Trinity, I graduated. 2 weeks later, I started as a full-time youth pastor in North Carolina. I've been a full-time youth pastor for about 10 years, and then back in 2014, God led me down here to Jacksonville, Florida, and where I would serve as the family pastor out at our Oakleaf campus of Trinity. And so that's where I am each and every weekend. I oversee the kids, the students. I oversee small groups in the community. I oversee volunteers and assimilating people after they visit for the first time, making sure that they go through the process and join a group and start serving, that kind of thing. So a very busy job, but I enjoy it. I enjoy working with the leaders. And one thing I love doing, about 2 years ago, the opportunity came up to teach in this school. And so I jumped at that opportunity, and I have enjoyed every bit of it. Now, I will say I've learned about teaching. I don't claim to be the greatest teacher in the world, but I've learned a whole lot about it. And so I'm learning as I go. This is my first online course that I've ever taught, and I've been in a lot of online course classes as a student. So this is my first one, so I'm going to be learning along through this. One thing I didn't mention in my short story was a couple things. I met my wife. Can't forget her. I met her while I was down here in Jacksonville. Her name is Abby, and I met her. We got married in 2008, and after we had graduated college. And then we have 2 children. My daughter, her name is Lindley, and she is 6 years old right now, and she will turn 7 midway through this course this summer. And then my son is 4 years old, and they're awesome, and I talk about them a lot. And then another thing, back in 2010, I felt like I needed to go back to school, so I got my MDiv. Graduated just a couple of years ago with my MDiv in church leadership, and so I value education. I think it's a very, very important thing. Well, in this introduction, I don't want to keep you too long. I've already gone 4 minutes, but I wanted to run through the syllabus. What I'd encourage you to do is check that out. Has all the information that you're going to need, and I'm going to try to stay as close to the syllabus as I possibly can to help you out, because I know that's valuable to you. And but I wanted to highlight a couple of things. Now, I know with the syllabus, a lot of those things you can kind of read over in your own time, so we're not going to take a lot of time with that, but I know what you're interested in as much as anything, and that is what is expected of you for the next 8 weeks. And so in this video, I want to kind of take the time to kind of mention a few of those. And so if you go down to Roman numeral 6, I think or Roman numeral 4 rather, sorry, our textbooks. And obviously we're going to reference the Bible a lot, so you have to have that. That's a no-brainer. But we have a textbook, and it is Purpose-Driven Youth Ministry. This is it, all right? So this is where our notes are going to come from. This is where your weekly reading is going to come from. So this book is essential. You need to order it if you haven't done so already. This is by Doug Fields, literally best youth ministry book that's ever been written, in my opinion. Many would probably claim to that. It's a classic. And Doug Fields, he was the youth pastor out at Saddleback Church with Rick Warren. And he has just, literally an amazing, amazing mentor to youth pastors. He leads now as the co-founder of Download Youth Ministry, which if you've ever been in youth ministry, or I know many of you are going into youth ministry, you're going to be using them like crazy for resources with sermons and games and fun things and stuff like that. But so that's where our textbook's going to come from. Then there's a book review at the very end of the semester. So you have the next 8 weeks to read the book. We're not going to reference it a whole lot, but I value it. And that is Youth Ministry by the Book by Roger Glidewell. That is Youth Ministry by the Book by Roger Glidewell. So you need to order both of those if you haven't done so already, and make sure you get those and be a part of that. Also, every week there's going to be a lecture video, and my goal is to keep that around 30 to 35 minutes or less each and every week, and you need to watch that, and there'll be some downloadable notes that a lot of your quizzes and a lot of your midterm final, that kind of thing will come from. So you can download those onto your computer, follow along with the lecture video each and every week, and fill in the blank kind of notes for you. But Roman numeral 6, these are just kind of what you got. There's going to be weekly reading every week from Doug Fields' book, and so it's nothing crazy, a couple chapters a week kind of thing. So in Populi, you're going to have to write on your honor that you read it or not. And so I'd encourage you, be honest. If you can't be honest with something like this, you're not going to be able to be honest in a lot of things in life. And so make sure you're honest with things like that. If you say no, maybe we'll work with you or something like that. But be honest with me on the reading each and every week. And then there's a lecture video. And once again, there's honesty there in the assignment tab. You're going to write, did you watch the lecture video or not? And only you and the Lord are going to know that. So I encourage you to be honest there. There's going to be 6 quizzes. So there's a quiz every week that's going to be on the reading, and that's also going to be on the lecture video. So some of the notes can come from either one of those things, and you just need to be prepared for those quizzes. Real short and nothing crazy. 8-week course, 6 quizzes. So obviously we're not going to have a quiz on midterm week. We're not going to have a quiz on finals week. And to help you out a little bit, there's several projects in this class, because I want you to actually put to use what you're learning. So I value projects, youth ministry practical projects. My goal is that you can take those projects and literally implement them directly into your student ministry. That's the goal. So there's several of those. I'll talk about those in a minute. Book review at the end, then a midterm and a final. All assignments, here's how it's going to work. They're going to come available on the Monday morning of every week. Okay, that's Monday morning of every week. That week's assignments are going to come available. They are going to be due on Sunday night at 11:59. So if you got week 1 reading, you have to read that sometime in those 7-day span at 11:59 on that Sunday. It's got to be turned in that you did it or not. For every day late, that's going to be a couple points off. And so make sure you turn that in on time and try to stay up to speed, if you will. All assignments going to be turned in Populi. All right, so you can submit everything in Populi, which will really help you. Also in Roman numeral 6, you can look at literally, I broke it down weeks, exactly what's expected of you. So you can check that out and just kind of see that. So about every week, you're going to watch a lecture. You're going to do a little bit of reading, a couple chapters of reading, take a quiz, and on some of those weeks, there'll be a small project that won't take a ton of your time. There are some discussion boards as well, so stay up to speed on that, and Populi will alert you and things like that. So if you drop all the way down to Roman numeral 11, this is where really we talk about the projects a little bit, and they're very simple. And listen, here's what I tried to do. I tried to put all the details about the project and the syllabus and in Populi. So for you, you can check that out. If you have questions on those, you can let me know. I'll try to reference those throughout and help you out as much as possible. But you can read through those, and I hope that I've explained myself well. You're going to basically do a purpose of youth ministry project, just kind of so that you can know why we do what we do, which is important. You're going to have a project about parents and how to respond to parents with different scenarios. There's a leadership packet that you're going to create for your adult volunteers and small group leaders, a 6-month calendar that you can literally take into your student ministry and just start it and be good. That's going to include sermon titles and sermon outlines and events and different things that you could pass out to parents or leaders at a meeting. There's going to be a sermon series that you're going to create in here, and then a book review. So that's kind of the main idea of this class. But listen, I'm not a difficult grader. I'm going to be honest with you, but this semester, let's try to have everything on time, and that will really help everything go smooth for you and for me this semester. Last thing I want to say, I am available to you whenever. I know taking an online class, sometimes it takes time for the teacher to respond. I want to try to do my best to respond to you as soon as you need me. So you can reach me one of two ways, okay? Or really 3 ways. The first way is through email. This is the easiest way that you can get in touch with me, and I will try my best to respond as quickly as possible. Unless it's something really, really late at night, then it might be the next day. But my email, it's in Populi. You can get it there, or if you want to write this down, it is Evans, EVANS, at tbc.org. You can reach me at any time that way. I check my email all throughout the day, and I try to respond quickly to those emails. So you can email me whatever you need, and I would love to help you. The second way is through Populi. Leave a comment on the main dashboard or something like that, and I can help you. If it's about a specific project, you can even comment under that assignment, and I can get that. I'll get notified, and then I'll respond to you as soon as I can to try to help you out and answer any questions that you have. The third way is my cell phone. I'm going to give this out to you, and you can reach me. You can call me or text me. I'm a big texter, so if you text me, I can text really quick back. My cell phone number is 904-210-9813. That is once again 904-210-9813. You can text me anytime, and I'd love to help you out in any way that I possibly can. Well, hey, it's going to be a fun 8 weeks. Jump in. Everything starts on May 7th. And so that's when everything's going to go live, all the assignments, you can get to work and things like that. And I'm looking for a great week, and I'm so glad that you're in this class. And I look forward to getting to know you more in the next several weeks.